So there are a few things that you're going to want to know before moving to South Jersey. In fact, today we're going to talk about the 5 pros and the 5 cons when living in South Jersey. Let's do it. It's Kat Quarterman, broker sales associate and team leader of the Quarterman Group powered by Compass. If you are looking to relocate to South Jersey, you've come to the right channel. This is where you're going to learn what it's all about to eat, live, sleep, drink, pray, South Jersey. So please be sure to click the subscribe button and the little bell so you're notified each and every time a new video is uploaded. So now, you know that I'm a realtor, but I'm vacationing. That doesn't mean that I stop giving you content. So forgive me, I'm filming in my car today. We honestly get so many calls, so many people reaching out who are looking to relocate to South Jersey. We absolutely love it. So all we need to do is know what you're looking for, the kind of lifestyle you want, some particulars, of course, about the home, how many bedrooms, baths, your price range, and we'll be sure to suggest some areas for you to look into to live in South Jersey. All you need to do is give us a call, text, send us an email, whatever mode of communication that works best for you. We'll be sure to get right back to you and help you relocate to South Jersey. So let's get to it. The first pro when living in South Jersey is that in New Jersey, we do get top-notch health care. So here we have New Jersey Family Care that's eligible for people ages 19 through 64. It's publicly funded, and that's our state health care that provides affordable health care to everyone. The other nice thing is we do have some great hospital health care systems available here in New Jersey. Virtua is one. You also have Robert Wood Johnson Hospital as well. The second pro when living in South Jersey is the numerous activities that you are free to participate in. And a lot of them are free. You have the street festivals, you have the fairs also in the different towns, you have the different community days as well. You have the beaches that you can enjoy. I'm not going to say all of the beaches are free. You may need to pay for parking, and sometimes it's just by the carload that you just pay for as opposed to each individual person. You have the different flea markets as well. You have Six Flags Great Adventure that you can easily commute to in central New Jersey. You also have Funplex that's located right in Mount Laurel. You have Storybook Land for kids as well. These are all activities that you can take your family to, kids to, lots of activities for little kids to do. Besides that, you have your wineries, you have your breweries that you can enjoy as well. So a lot adult enjoyment or adult entertainment that you can enjoy. In South Jersey, it's really something for everyone, no matter what your age is. The third pro about living in South Jersey is that it's a great place for families, great place to raise families. You have the nice community, the tight-knit communities, the neighborhoods that are very nice, for raising kids. Normally in the different community livings, you can find I'm not going to say the cluster of kids, but because that sounds like crazy, but you will find the streets that have a lot of the kids that, are the similar ages to yours. Of course, the bus stops will be there, and that's how you'll find out where, the kids live at, for your kids to make friends with and play with. The fourth pro when living in South Jersey is the education. We do have some great colleges and universities that are nearby. You have Rutgers in Camden. You have Rowan University also down in Glassboro. You have Stockton University, and let's not forget about the community colleges that offer a great educational system as well. Many of them offer, I think, if not all of them offer nursing programs, the 2-year associate nursing programs that you can apply to and get into and then switch over to a 4-year university if you want your bachelor's of nursing. The fifth pro when living in South Jersey is just the history. There's a lot of history here that you can learn about, you can see up close and personal and enjoy with your friends or with your kids. I know that I'm always into that and I get a kick out of learning something new, but there is down in Salem County where you have a lot of the different cemeteries for our vets. a lot of Black history down in Salem County. You also have the Underground Railroad that's throughout Morristown and throughout the different adjacent towns as well. You have the Dr. Still office was restored and in existence in Medford that you can enjoy as well. You also have like other places like the Absecon Lighthouse where lots of different scout troops will visit there and stay overnight as well. You have the Alice Paul Institute located right in Mount Laurel. A lot of history there, a lot of learning opportunities, especially for girls. You also have the Battleship of New Jersey located right in Camden as well. But you have Lucy the Elephant down in Margate, and that was built there to attract real estate buyers. So to attract the real estate people to the area, they have Lucy the Elephant. So you have to make sure you get down there and visit. So now when we talk about the cons when living in South Jersey, the biggest one are taxes. We do have higher real estate taxes here in New Jersey in general, and in South Jersey, it will still be considered high, but you will find some pocket of areas that will have reasonable real estate taxes. I want to say the average in South Jersey is $8,000, but you may find some communities that may be about $6,000 or $5,000 a year for real estate taxes. The income tax rate is anywhere between 10 to 37%, so that is also considered a little bit on the high end, but you have to think about it. New Jersey compared to other states, we may have a higher income bracket, especially since many of the residents still do commute to the metropolitan areas for work, like New York City, Philadelphia, but yet they live in South Jersey. So the second con kind of piggybacks off of the high tax burden, and we kind of touched on it with the property taxes. But remember, your property taxes pay for a lot of other things, so a lot of times people equate it to higher real estate taxes, better school system. So part of your taxes do go towards that as well. It also goes to paying the local government. Your tax bills help pay for that. It helps pay for the county expenses as well. So it's not just school system, but it's everything else that happens in your town. Atlantic County in general is known to have the cheapest property taxes, if you want to consider that. But then there are parts of Atlantic County where you might get hit with flood insurance, depending on where the property is located. It can kind of be somewhere down there by Atlantic City, but Atlantic County covers many other towns other than just Atlantic City. The third con when living in South Jersey is the fact that the towns are so close together. You can be driving and one street over, it could be the next town. So you could easily get confused because you'll think you're in one town while you're really in another. I know that Morristown and parts of Cinnaminson, it's like that, where you could be on one street and you're considered Morristown, the other street you're considered Cinnaminson. Same thing with Willingboro, West Hampton. That's also where it could be very close together. So there's lots of towns where you can be 2 minutes, driving, and all of a sudden you're in the next town. So the communities are very close together. The fourth con when living in South Jersey is that most people will commute up to an hour to get to work. A lot of times where you're working at, the cost of living or the cost of the housing prices may be a lot higher than what you want to spend. So you will say, hey, that's fine. I will commute up to an hour. So that means you're moving further south and you'll commute for about 45 minutes to an hour. And as I mentioned before, there are lots of people who still commute into New York City. I know when I relocated to South Jersey, I relocated into New York City for work, maybe for about 2 years. And I met many people on the bus who did it for 10, 15 years and were close to retirement. And they mainly did it because they got more house, better living further south than closer to New York or closer to Philadelphia. And so that way they would be able to enjoy their home, and they thought it was well worth it to just do it until they reached retirement. The last con when living in South Jersey is the inability to walk to everywhere. I don't know if I mentioned, but I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. So I am definitely used to walking to the bus stop, walking to the store, and walking. I think from the bus stop, I would walk at least a quarter of a mile to get back home, and it was fine. And then especially when I went to work, to walk to the train and then walk from the train to the job. While in South Jersey, a lot of it is driving. So you're driving, you're parking, in the parking lot outside of your work building, and then you're going right into the office. I know I'm pretty much spoiled that now when I do go into the city with friends to just hang out or have a bite to eat at a restaurant, I do not like driving around too much to find parking. And I like to find parking that's close to wherever I gotta go. I'm a little spoiled, and I say that even with Compass, we have an office in Princeton, which is considered like central New Jersey. And there, you would either drive around to find a parking spot or you'll go to the parking lot. Of course, I'm not used to parking lot anymore, so I'm driving around for 15, 20 minutes looking for a spot and trying to find something that's close by. And then I have to remind myself that I need the exercise, right? Exercise is good. So it's okay if I need to park a block or two away and then walk. But I do miss that because walking kept me in shape, while now everything is a drive away, and then you get spoiled where you want to park closest to the door, so that way you're not walking too much. So I'm telling you right now, it can be a challenge to navigate South Jersey. What is the best town for you to live in? How do you find that, especially if you're coming from somewhere totally different? How do you know what town is going to offer you what your family and you need? So the best thing to do is to reach out to myself and my team. All we need to do is hear about what you're looking for, what your wants are, what your needs are, and we can direct you to a couple of neighborhoods. We've done it numerous times with our clients that are relocating from out of the area. And most of the time, the areas that we suggest to them are the areas that they decide to move into. But we can only do it if you reach out. So you have to reach out by phone, email, or text, days, weekends, or nights, whatever works for you, and we'll be sure to help you make your move to South Jersey.